So here we are today, and we are with Jeanne Hennessey. Hi, Jeanne.
Hi, Renee.
Thanks for joining us. So out the door morning briefs, we do a Herstory, and today her story is going to be about Jeanne. So, Jeanne, let me ask you this, and I know what you do now, but you mentioned that you used to have a drugstore. And yet, while that was going fabulous, you picked up something from doing that. Tell everybody what it was.
I retired from my real job. I was management consultant for 30 years. We had a family business. And I intended to retire, but I bought a dress shop, which is a special occasion dress shop in Danvers, Massachusetts. It was bridal and prom, and just any special occasion that somebody wanted to go to. I had so much fun. But as my guests arrived, I called them my guests. As my customers arrived, they told me stories about things that were going on in their lives.
Yeah.
One gal in particular moved her wedding up because her mother had breast cancer, and she wanted to make sure her mom was there. And you can see it was very emotional. I mean, I heard a lot of stories. And I went to a fashion show to benefit ovarian cancer research, and thought, why can't I do this? So I grabbed my girlfriends. I had a good group of very close girlfriends and the gals who worked for me in the shop, and we did it. The first event was a huge success. We did a fashion show. So all of the beautiful models who were pageant queens and models and mothers volunteered their time, and everybody in town gave to the auction and to the raffle items, and everybody showed up. And it was so inspiring that we decided to do it every year for a different charity. So I benefited ovarian cancer research, breast cancer. One year we did the USO and our women troops, some women who had just come back from overseas, and we brought them up on stage, and it was just remarkable. And it just grew every year. And in the 5 years that I owned the store, we were able to donate over $300,000 to various women's organizations.
Wow. A shop in Danvers, a dress shop.
A very small special occasion dress shop. But to me, it was, what can I do? You know, what can I do for these ladies who were coming in with these stories that were just so moving, and every woman comes in with more on their shoulders than you realize. You know, it's supposed to be a very special occasion, and more often than not it is, but you're going to hear these stories where people have things in their lives and they need a hand to hold through it. So it was great, and we did other fashion shows throughout the 5 years that helped to benefit other smaller organizations and really for fun. But these 5 events that we had were spectacular.
That is incredible. Yeah. Now, you did that, and it made you feel, well, first of all, just listening to these stories made you feel that you need to do something. And then you had, 2 other women that worked with you?
Oh, my goodness. Well, my sales team was all women who were they volunteered their time for anything outside of store hours, which was great. But then I had a close group of, maybe 5 girlfriends. There were 2 in particular. One was the money gal, and one was the whimsical gal, we called her, because she's the one who came up with all the fun things that we did at the events.
Okay.
And those 2 were by my side no matter what I asked of them. They said, yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
And then I was very involved with the PTA and the kids' sports and everything. All of the moms in town. Everybody, what can I do? You know, what can I do? This sounds amazing. And people just came. It was amazing, the number of people that would volunteer for something like this.
That's awesome. But then it sounds like something, you know what? I just asked people, or I just told them what I was doing, and they did it.
They just needed to hear
it.
What was it about? You know? And they came. You know, it was awesome. The USO event. I mean, to see our soldiers up there. We did a boutique, so we had all these vendors volunteer to come in, and it was just amazing. So I know I keep using the word amazing, I'm sorry.
No, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a
And
lot of fun, too.
You raised $300,000. Think
Yes.
about it, and helped all these people out, and all these women who, including your friends, that you got involved in it, and they were as enthusiastic about it as you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is the kind of thing that we want to put out to women, so that they want to say, wow, that's kind of nice. I was thinking of that. And it's okay that they reach out to you.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Okay.
And part of my story too is that I have done a lot of different things.
Okay.
You know, I was a management consultant wearing a gray flannel suit for 30 years, you know. To buy a dress shop, which is a whole different thing, and then to see something like this, it's just, I guess my point is, you can do whatever you think you can do.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, it's like
Yeah.
totally different. And I just took a stab at it, and it was a success. So
Yes. You didn't have to have training. You didn't have to have a degree in it.
that's
nothing.
right.
You
I just
had
followed my heart. That's
exactly.
right.
Hmm. Oh my gosh, this is great. Now, so since everybody is listening, and you have told us a lot, is there any particular one parting thing that you would think that women should know?
I would just say reach out to people that you know. I mean, don't be afraid to ask. I mean, in my case, it was some girlfriends and people in town, but they need to hear what you're thinking, you know, and people are always available to help. There's always somebody who's going to hear your story and want to jump in with you.
That's great. Do you have anything in the works right now?
Don't.
No?
One of the money gal and I was saying we need something to sink our teeth into.
All right.
So stay tuned.
Oh,
You
thank
never
you.
know.
Very good. Stay tuned. That's a good. All right. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure, Renee. Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome.